All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Ryan on second down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. On third down, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. Oh, good move. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here comes a first down throw for Rudolph. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here we go.
Now it's Breida. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on 3rd down, here's Rudolph. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Here we go now.
Now a toss play. It's Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And he puts it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Detroit! Gun!
On 1st and 10, Rudolph looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Let's go! 3-19!
On 1st down, it's Rudolph. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. This is Breida, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Detroit! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
They will snap it to Rudolph. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On second down, Ryan connects with Sanu right side. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 35 yards there on the third down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here's Ryan. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Let's go!
They'll toss it to Breida, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
On second down, here's Rudolph. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun! 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 Gun!
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They'll try and sneak it here. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Mason Rudolph with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
Touchdown, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. He's going to launch this thing way down, and this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 78 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Rudolph on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Gone, 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 gone.
They run with Breida. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And the Falcons going to use another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 15 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Tuesday.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. From the gun, Ryan. And now here's another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rudolph on 1st down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And they'll run it here. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you at important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Rudolph now on second down. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And it's up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Get up!
Now Ryan on second down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
22!
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
He's got Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Ryan. He's going to air one out. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Here's Bryant for the extra point. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
But Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken around the 12. Oh, what a juke into space. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah,
and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Tuesday.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hardy. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
All right, here we go.
A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Set, 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The Cowboys on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Cowboys on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Rudolph. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Now, that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? Now Rudolph. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on fourth down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Second and 10 now. Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Dallas, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday.
I done seen the best of them,